welcome to another episode of Cooking with Auntie Sonia. Tonight, I won't actually be cooking. What I will be sharing with you is what I've done to prepare my two children to send them off to college. One of the things that I have a passion for is to teach young people how to cook so that they can survive. I know there are a lot of students, and as an educator, there are a lot of students who don't know how to cook and don't know how to do certain things for life skills. And I have attempted to prepare my children, and now they're both going off away from home, and they will both be living in apartments at college and will be cooking their own meals because we've opted to not do a meal plan for my daughter and also not do a full meal plan for my son. So these items that I'll be sharing with you tonight are some of the items that they'll need while they're away without a meal plan. Now, I went ahead and I purchased a rice cooker, and it's actually a multi-cooker. It can be a rice cooker as well as a slow cooker and a steam cooker. But predominantly what they'll be doing with this one is they'll be cooking rice in it. Now, this rice cooker is a 4 to 20 cup cooked rice cooker. And you may say, why such a large rice cooker? Well, I have the same one at home, and we use it extensively. And it's basically this size here, if you can see from what I'm showing you. And the reason why I purchased such a large one is because my children love rice, and I know that they'll be eating rice very often. And in case they decide that they wanted to cook and share with their friends, they'll have enough. Or if they decided they wanted to cook and sell to their friends who may not have a meal plan as well or may not have monies left, they can chip in and they can all eat from the rice that's made. I also purchased a crock pot. The one I have at home, I have two Hamilton Beach rice cookers, but I opted for just a regular crock pot for them. This one has a clip and carry, and I told my children, these items that I'm purchasing for you are for when you leave college, get married, you should still have them. So this one is very similar in size to one of the ones that I use at home, and it's about 6 to 7 quarts that it holds. So this is what it would look like, and that's the size that I purchased for them. And again, you may say, why such a large one? Because I want my children to share with others, as well as if it presents the opportunity for them to make some money off of cooking, go right ahead. I remember when I was in college, and shout out to my New Paltz college friends, we would chip in together and we would make meals, and all of us would come together and eat. And some people are more fortunate than others where they may have the monies to prepare meals and they may not. I want my children to be able to go off and share with others with what they've been blessed with. Moving right along, I purchased each of them a Bella crock pot, and this is one of the ceramic crock pots. It's pretty, it's 12 by 12, and it very decent size, so they can actually stew, fry, steam, whatever they choose to do. And this is one of the ones that I use at home. And if you see over here, this is the crock pot right here that I purchased for them. I also purchased, this is basically a no-name brand wok. And ladies and gentlemen, it was at Walmart for $4.93. Look at this beauty. $4.93. My babies can do wonders with this. I was talking to my daughter and tell her, oh, Najee, you know you can make this. She goes, Mom, 99% of what you cook at home, I know how to cook. Does this mother feel blessed? Yes, I do. But moving right along, this pot here was $4.93. See how huge it is? They can do, well, it's a wok. So they can do all of their stir fries, they can do their lo mein, etc. in there. I also purchased cutting boards for them cheapy ones, they were 88 cents a piece. So they can use them if they get messy, trashed. I won't feel bad that they're throwing them away, but they better not throw away or mess up their crock pot and their rice cooker or their skillets. I also went ahead and purchased wooden spoons. Yes, they're college kids. I'm not going to spend $1 million on the fancy $5, $6, $7 wooden spoons. I went ahead and I purchased 4 wooden spoons a piece, and these were 88 cents also. And as the school session goes on, they have 16 weeks in school. I doubt they will wreck these within 16 weeks. And if they do, they can always go ahead and purchase another set for themselves. These are just starting off with what I'm giving them. This right here is a bakeware set. And this my daughter picked up because I picked up 1 round and 1 loaf. And she found it, she goes, Mom, this is a better deal. This was $3.96. It comes with 1 flat baking pan, 1 loaf, 1 square. I'm not unpacking it because they have to travel with it, so I'm leaving it packaged. And 2 round ones. So they can actually bake cakes in them. My daughter loves to bake. My son, not so much, but he likes to make brownies, so he'll be able to do that as well in them. And so that's 2, as you can see, 2 of each. Now, this was gifted to my daughter by a friend of ours, so I didn't have to go out and purchase more knives. So blessings to my lovely, lovely friend who, she knows who she is. She gifted her this. And these, both of them, I got them the 8-inch fry pan that they can use. And these were about $6 and change. And they can use these to make their eggs, make their omelets, etc. They both know how to do that. Both my children have been cooking since they were 8 years old. And the reason for doing that is one of the things that I wanted to make sure of, if anything were to happen to me, they would be able to be they would be able to sustain themselves and take care of themselves for the most part. These were also gifted bakeware. If you'll see, we try to clean it up, but guess what? It's still usable. Just put some foil paper on it and go on. My children are not to the point where they're so high that they can't use used items. When you go off to college, you'll appreciate a used bake pan. Now, I want to also share that I purchased for them some strainers, and these are the little cheapy $1.97 for 4, so that if they're making tea, if they're making juice, if they're making anything that they would need a strainer for, they have that set here. And this was $1.97 at Walmart. I also purchased for them measuring utensils because I want for them to make sure that when they're cooking, they're using their measuring spoons and their measuring cups. These were actually, I believe they were 88 cents. I may not be sure. I don't remember the exact, but I think it was either $1.97 or 88 cents. I think it may have been 88 cents at Walmart. And these right here were, the spatula says they only had the scuttle, so guess what Kayla will be using and Najee will be using? The same color. They were 88 cents for 2, and this they can use for baking. They can also use it for when they're mixing anything that they will be cooking. These I also purchased 1 of each for them so that they can have these for when they're making their pasta. They can use it to strain their pasta, or if they're making boiled potatoes, boiled eggs, they can have these to use for straining. I also purchased for Najee, because Caleb already had one, I purchased a can opener because they will use canned goods when they go off to college, and they will be sending me pictures and videos of the foods that they're making. And the one that's filming me, Miss Najee, is making faces, but guess what? It's a requirement that they will send me stuff that they've made so that I can show it to the lovely people that they are using their items. This is another set. Najee wanted a little fancy measuring. We purchased this a while back. So she had this and I was trying to convince her to leave it at home, being that I purchased another set for her. This right here was $1 and change for this one. Like $1.99 for this set here, and it comes with the spoons and the cups also. What I love about this one is, if you'll zoom in for me, you see the measurements here right engraved on it. A lot of times with the plastic ones, they also have the measurements on there, but sometimes it'll wear off. So prayerfully this won't wear off, and as you'll see, they have two. Najee will have two sets, Caleb will only have one. Moving right along, I didn't go fancy with the utensils. I purposely went and did the 88-cent utensils because with the 88-cent utensils, they will be able to have their own, and wash and go is what they will do. This was 88 cents for 3 forks. And I know some people may be saying, well, why not get them a set? They don't need a set. If they have 1 or 2 friends that come over, they better bring plasticware to use. And they have 4 knives so that they can use their knives and forks. And they have spoons for cereal. I was going to purchase teaspoons, but they both said that's not something that they needed. They have the measuring spoons there, so they won't need teaspoons either. But as time goes on, they will need those, and I will purchase it for them, or they can purchase it themselves. But while they're in college, I'll continue to support them until they're done. As I mentioned also, I didn't mention these. These are measuring cups that I purchased. These were 88 cents. These are plastic, and those are just for measuring water, measuring rice for when they're cooking, when they get ready to make their rice. And they also have the smaller measuring cups, but I figured I would get them a large one so that they can have that. I also, this one here, this is the same pot that I showed before, but the other one had didn't have a sticky in there. But this is a 13.75 inch non-stick wok. And I could not believe that this thing was $4.93. And I think I may go back and pick up the other 4 that's left there because I grabbed 4 of them. So I may go back and pick it up because I could actually use these for my cooking show. Moving right along, if you'll see over here, this was another gifted pot. It is used, but it's still in good condition. This one goes to Najee. There's a smaller one, and Caleb snagged that smaller one. I will also be getting them deeper pots for them to boil their pasta in. But for the time being, if she wants to boil pasta in that one, she can. But I'll probably get her another one before she leaves. Now, this right here was a gift to Najee because Najee loves waffles. And one of our church members, God bless her heart, blessed her with this waffle maker, and I have enjoyed a few waffles. Najee actually makes her own waffle mix from scratch, which is a beautiful thing and a tasty thing, I might add. While she zoom in on the other items, I will grab another one of her gifts that she got. This is from her Auntie Flojo, and this is her toaster oven that she will be taking with her for her apartment as she heads off down there. And I don't even know I know the things that she can create with this, and they're gonna be yum delicious. The waffle maker was from Auntie Val, and the knives and the pots were from our great friend Christina. Over here, oh, this is heavy. I purchased a dinnerware set, and I purchased only one. This actually comes with 12 pieces, and the reason I purchased one, it has 4 dinner plates, 4 salad plates, and 4 bowls. Now, Najee does not like to eat out of plastic. I don't know where she got that from. Probably her mama. But Caleb claims that he doesn't care. So, being that I have 2 children, they're going to split this in 2. So, Najee will get 2 plates, 2 salad bowls, and two salad plates and 2 bowls. And Caleb will get 2. You may note that the color is a little greenish and it matches the spatula. However, I don't care what the color is. When food goes on it, it's edible. And they will eat it and enjoy it. Don't mind me, folks. That's just me. I have tried to train my children not to be where they can't survive because they're so picky about things. So that's one of the other items. And I grabbed, and these are not all the spices that they will be taking with them, but my daughter wanted to grab a few spices while we were in the store. So when you have 2 children, you usually get 2 of each. So we grabbed, I'll just put 1 of each up there so you can see it. We grabbed some onion powder, some crushed red peppers, some garlic salt, some garlic powder, some Italian seasoning, and we actually only purchased these for right now because, you know, being Jamaican, they will be going with the Jamaican spices, and they will also be traveling with my own creation of my dry rub and my spicy power pack. So I'm sending them off with some delicious stuff and some great items. And I just want to say to parents, prepare your children before they go off. Prepare them so that they can survive. Prepare them so that instead of them being hungry in school, I was very well prepared going off to college. I never had one day where I was hungry because my meal plan ran out or anything of the sort. And also prepare them so that when they get to the stage of getting married, getting outside of college, outside of your home, they're not spending so much money. I just went through a Dave Ramsey workshop where I had young people who they spent so much money eating out because they didn't know how to cook. Auntie Sonia is here, folks. I'm more than willing to help. If my prices are not affordable, we can do payment plans. We can do whatever it is that can be done. We can even barter so that I can help your child to be prepared if they are not willing to learn from you, if they're not willing to learn from someone else. I am more than willing to teach them how to cook, to help them to be prepared, not just for college, but for life. Alrighty? So just wanted to share with you the things that I bought for my babies as they're heading off to college. Hopefully, I won't have to spend much more. The dinnerware set was $9.99. The skillet was $19. The crock pot was $29. The rice cooker was the most expensive. It was $39. And I know the kids will really take care of these because they know mama's pocket. So they won't be playing with my money while they're off to college. And this is not for them to loan to friends, etc. This is for their use because if you break it, you're not getting another one. You'll have to purchase your own. And just as you notice, the items were very economical and it's supposed to last. Caleb has 3 more years in college. Najee has 2 more years. This should last them for the time that they have left in college. And again, I am here and more than willing to help your child learn how to prepare for life, learn life skills in cooking, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight as I showed you the items that I bought for my children. Have a blessed evening and thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like.